to my channel. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to an episode of my food fads, I guess. And today I'm working on a couple of things. I want to get into talking a little bit about blueberries and their qualities because it seems that July is the month for strawberries and blueberries. Being that I've already talked at some length about strawberries, I thought I would dive into the positive aspects of blueberries and the good impact it can have on human health. That's coming up a little later. I'm also heading into some stores, and I don't think I'll take you along with me because I'm actually not looking for anything very interesting. But whatever I do find, I'll show you in a haul back at home later on tonight. I'm also going to be picking up a few blueberries. They do look appetizing, don't they? Wow, I did not expect to spend any money in this store at all, and instead, I found the cutest outfit and the cutest sandals and the sweetest purse, a little clutch, in one of my favorite colors. And so, yeah, I'll show you the stuff when I get home. I'm home now, and before I get started on the blueberry facts for you, I thought I would show you a little 4-piece fashion haul, more if you count the other items that I purchased to go with this outfit. Hang on and I'll let you have a look. So guys, my birthday is around the corner, and I have not been in such a hot mood these past couple of weeks, and you know, I have things going on that are kind of dragging my spirits down, and but it's not much that I can control, so I'm trying to stay as optimistic as I can And there's nothing like a good old-fashioned fashion spree to lift my spirits, and I know it's always worked for me in the past. And so here is the first item that I laid my eyes on, and guys, these are such cute pants with a little string belt, and they were made for me. I love the color, and it has a very delicate floral pattern on them, and they're not gaudy. It's a darker color, so it's not gaudy, and I just love them. Aren't they cute? I like the bottom too, and so I cannot wait to put these on. And to go over the pants is a beautiful oversized summer blazer, and I just love the style of this, and they had different colors as well, but I always like this color for the summer. And even though it doesn't flatter me as well as some other colors do, I just love it. It's the same shade of clothes that I used to buy when I first broke away from high school, and that very rigid uniform that we had to wear every day for 5 years. And so this was one of the first colors that I went after, you know, following my 5-year stint with Hunter Green, which I still love, and a plaid kilt. And so I remember that this was one of the first colors that I hung up in my brand new wardrobe, and it brings back a lot of memories. I just love this jacket. And to go with the blazer and the pants is this similar toned, cute t-shirt. It's very summery, and I love the floral print. And it's not very gaudy. It's just right for me. And I like that it has these, you know, just off the shoulder sleeves, and it's very delicate. And the back is kind of like that with a little, I love this. I just love it. And I could not resist these cute little shoes. And I actually have a pair of sandals which are the same color as this beautiful leather purse, and I love this bag. I just could not resist it, but it was very expensive, and I feel bad that I purchased it, but I know that I will use this a lot. And so even though they don't match, I do have a pair that matches this, but I couldn't resist, and it goes so well with everything else that I bought. And so on to blueberries. First, a little bit of history. And I just want to say that compared to the strawberry, the blueberry is quite a young fruit. And I was surprised to find out that it has only been cultivated in the past century or so. And so blueberries were first introduced to Germany, Sweden, and the Netherlands in as late as the 1930s. And then the development spread to other countries of Europe. And now in the Southern Hemisphere, Brazil, Chile, Argentina, Peru, and Uruguay, New Zealand and Australia, South Africa, and Zimbabwe, all those places grow blueberries commercially. As for Australia, blueberries were introduced there in the 1950s of the 21st century. And this industry developed in Argentina, where the production increased over the last few years, and it thrived in 4 different regions of Argentina. And those regions are Entre Rios in northern or northeastern Argentina, Tucumán, Buenos Aires, and the Patagonian Valley. So that industry is really big over in Argentina. As for the nutritional facts, blueberries are essentially 84% water and 14% carbohydrates, 1% protein, and they do contain fat. And so in a reference amount of 100 grams or 3.5 ounces, blueberries can supply 57 calories of food energy. But don't forget, there is no protein, literally, not much at all. And so they are a very good source, between 11 and 16% of the daily value intake of vitamin K, vitamin C, and manganese, and not really any other significant nutrients that show up. And so I just want to say that all of the facts that I'm going to be mentioning, they all require a certain amount of more research, although quite a bit of research has been done with blueberries. So let's continue on to the 7 benefits of blueberries, and we're going to get into the first benefit right now. So I'm going to summarize them. Like that, you know, I'm going to be mentioning these in the order that I summarized them in. And so you're going to see right away if you'll be interested in one more than another benefit. So here they are. Number 1, they are lower in calories. Number 2, they are high in antioxidants. Number 3, they protect against cancer. Number 4, they lower blood pressure. Number 5, they improve brain function. Number 6, they have anti-diabetes qualities. And number 7, they reduce muscle damage. And so, yeah, that's a pretty nice list. Benefit 1. Blueberries have been known to be thought of as a superfood. And they are very, very tiny, but absolutely loaded and packed with nutrients. So they lower blood pressure, improve memory, and they also aid in exercise recovery. And so they are low in calories. That's the number one thing that a lot of us like to hear. And so not only are they low in calories, they are good for you. And so they're so tasty and so handy and small, they fit anywhere, that so many of us consider blueberries to be a favorite fruit. And they are among my favorite, but not my absolute favorite. I have many favorites, and blueberries are right among them, so bear with me. And so even though blueberries are relatively very low in calories, they are super high in nutrients. And I just wanted to point out that there are essentially 2 different types of blueberries. And the first type is the high bush blueberry, which is very commonly cultivated in the US. And so they are low bush or wild blueberries that come next. And typically, low bush blueberries are smaller than high bush blueberries and richer in some antioxidants. So blueberries are the most nutrient-dense berries that there are. And so I didn't know that. 1 cup of blueberries contains, 1 cup contains 13% of fiber, 13% of the daily value intake of fiber, and 14% of vitamin C, 14% of the daily value intake that is recommended, and 24% of vitamin K. So yeah, that's really a nice source of nutrients. The second benefit, blueberries are a very rich antioxidant food. And so antioxidants, remember we were talking about this way back with strawberries. Antioxidants, they appear to protect the human body from free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can damage your cells and contribute to aging and leave you vulnerable to diseases. And so one of these diseases would be cancer. And so blueberries have one of the highest antioxidant levels of all common fruits and vegetables. And that is, wow, very fascinating to know. I am starting to like blueberries even more. I remember talking about this with you way back when we were reviewing the benefits of strawberries. So the main antioxidant compound in blueberries belong to a family of polyphenol antioxidants, which are known as flavonoids. And so, yeah, remember that? One group of flavonoids, in particular, anthocyanins, is mainly responsible for the blueberries' beneficial health effects. Now, that would be actually, I think that these researches are being done on the human body. So we're talking about blueberries' positive benefits on the human body. Number 3, blueberries reduce DNA damage and protect against aging and cancer. Oxidative DNA damage is an unavoidable and very predictable part of everyday human life. And so it occurs in every human cell in your body. And daily damage of the DNA is part of the reason why we age. And maybe some of us a little quickly or a little slowly compared to others. So we grow older, and it seems to be playing a bigger part in the development of diseases like cancer. So I guess what I'm understanding is that as we get older, the risk for cancer and other diseases becomes even higher. And so this free radical is the main thing that leaves us open to human diseases. However, because blueberries are very high in antioxidants, they neutralize free radicals that do damage our DNA. But as you know, further research is still needed and is ongoing to confirm this even more. Blueberries lower blood pressure and aid heart health, and that is great to know. So they're a little like strawberries in this perspective. So blueberries appear to have very significant benefits for people with high blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease. And you know, when we get upset, I know that when I get upset, which is not that often, thank goodness, my blood pressure really soars. And so I have to watch that. And so when we have high blood pressure, that's another thing that leaves us open to very serious human illnesses. And so a review did find that eating blueberries daily for a month did improve blood flow and blood vessel dilation. So that's good to know. 5. Blueberries maintain brain function and improve memory. And so oxidative stress accelerates the brain's aging process. And yeah, I can see where that would happen very quickly with people who are continuously stressed out. And this negatively affects brain function. And so, however, a study found that consuming blueberry powder or 1 cup of fresh blueberries daily maintained brain function and improved memory in older adults. So, yes, I'm beginning to see that blueberries are going to become another staple of my weekly grocery list. 6. Anthocyanins in blueberries have anti-diabetic effects. And so blueberries provide a very moderate amount of sugar compared to other fruits. And so they are more sugary. And 1 cup of blueberries holds about 14 grams of sugar. And that is equivalent to an orange. Wow, oranges do have a lot of sugar, and so they're about equal. And the bioactive compounds in blueberries manage blood sugar levels. And so research found that anthocyanins in blueberries have beneficial effects on insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. And so these anti-diabetic effects have been observed with fresh and with freeze-dried blueberries alike. Also lowers the risk of metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes associated with a range of negative health outcomes. So, yeah, I guess it's almost like having a daily dose of medication. I would really enjoy having a cup of blueberries. 7. Blueberries reduce muscle damage after a strenuous workout. And what I didn't know in my 40s could have maybe saved me a little hardship when I tried to, set back the effects of strenuous activity on my skin. And so I think that this might be part of what this paragraph is talking about. And so strenuous exercise, which I used to do 6 hours every day, can lead to muscle soreness and fatigue. And so this is driven partly by inflammation in the body, within the body, muscle inflammation, and oxidative stress. And so blueberry supplements lessen the damage on a molecular level and minimizes the soreness and reduced muscle performance. Wow, I didn't know that. I wish I had known that in my 40s. And so in a study recently undertaken, blueberries were found to bolster exercise performance and decrease inflammatory markers, which assist in muscle recovery. So wow, that is so fascinating to me. I don't work out as much as I used to. I don't think I could, but I do walk on a daily basis, and so sometimes it hurts. And I think that is something that blueberries might be able to help me with, to repair those inflamed muscles. Especially, when you're doing the kitchen cupboards and the hallway floors, you get a little sore, don't you? And so I think blueberries, all in all, are a pretty good food to have handy in the refrigerator or in the freezer. And so, yeah, those are the 7 benefits of blueberries. It's hard to believe that a little food like this, a little piece of fruit, a small berry like this could have such a positive impact on human health. And so, what did you find interesting about this particular conversation? And do you think that blueberries would be able to help you improve your health in any way? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for listening and watching.